everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is AMARA 4, and if you're new here, you are welcome. And if you're an OG, you guys are moving this channel forward. Oh my god, we are growing so much, and thank you so much. I really appreciate this. If you're new here, I'm a food, health, and lifestyle YouTuber. I create content for food, health, and lifestyle. Feel free to check out other things on my channel, lifestyle content, travel, food, recipes, and what so much more. So you're in here for a treat. Can you beat a channel that gives you like all of this? Today we're going to be talking about my culture shock moving to the US. Yes, I said it. How many of you guys experience different culture shock? But because my own is very important, I feel like my culture shock was with food. Yes, food. Now I'm not talking about Nigerian food, African food, none of that. I'm talking choosing between organic and non-organic food. If you're living abroad, I'm sure you understand this term. Like, you've been more like, I don't know if this has brought, like, I don't know if you're very conscious of like how you shop, but I'm very food conscious. I love grocery shopping a lot and pay attention to what I buy. So I would say like one of the things that I've had to deal with is like choosing between organic and non-organic food. I'm like, living in Nigeria, I didn't have to deal with this, so I'm bringing this topic to you guys today because I've done my research and I'm here to provide invaluable content for you guys. I'm here to give you guys the summary and the solution you're looking for between organic and non-organic food, produce, whatever. Organic food are foods that are grown with little to no pesticides, artificial hormones, antibiotics. They are very well regulated. The certification to be a certified organic farmer is really expensive. The regulation behind organic farming is really stringent. So there's so much about organic farming that goes back to affect the price of food in the market that some of us do not know about. And I'm just like, wait, why is it so expensive? But this is what organic food is. Non-organic, the difference, non-organic are those ones that have a lot of artificial hormones, probably have gone into them. There's tendency for a higher level of pesticides, higher level of antibiotics, and less regulation that controls non-organic farming. Why is that type of farming prevalent in the US? America is really big. I would say because there's so many mouths to feed and America has to make money. Why was I worried moving here? Because back home my options were mostly organic. In Nigeria it's different. We eat organic food produce, which means we eat foods in season. Think about corn season, think about pear, think about oranges. All these things are part of our culture. We always look forward to like corn season, pear season, orange season. You don't see like any food that you see that is not in season is usually more expensive, and we tend to buy foods that are in season and stock up sometimes. So that's why I'm worried. Why do I have to choose? Back home I didn't have to choose. If you don't know this and know peace, Nigeria has one of the healthiest foods. We have good food. It's easier to stay healthy and cheaper in Nigeria than here. We're not ready to talk about that. You guys don't want to talk about that. Some of you might not believe you. Like, because she dey Yankee, now you make she dey talk, make she just come. No, like, I'm real with you guys. Ask anybody living here. We have to deal with choosing between organic and non-organic. But back home, we don't spend ridiculous amount of money like using fertilizers, pesticides, and all that, because it's actually expensive to us. When we have the luxury of growing foods in season, why do we stress? And we have a lot of would I say subsistent farmers who farm, like, and people, there are a lot of families or people who have farms who rear animals and all of those things. So we have it back home. It's luxury. So that's why I'm worried, and that's why I'm bringing this topic to you guys. Let's discuss this. Let me help you understand the American culture of food, the organic and non-organic shenanigans that you probably have heard people fuss about is a problem, you guys. It's a problem. But is it really, can it be solved? Are there possible solutions? That's why I'm here. So I remember one time I was eating turkey and my friend was like, oh mo, this turkey this turkey be like, say they engineered the turkey. See how the bones are, like. And to be honest, he couldn't have lied. I'm telling you, he couldn't have lied, because what are the odds that the turkey I'm eating did not grow up in the incubator like at once? Like, what are the odds? In America, there's high possibility that the turkey you're eating probably grew up one day. But hey, don't be scared. We're just making jokes. It was probably not true, but that's how scared we literally are, because we're both Nigerians. So I've already said that, like, I struggled, prices are doubled, I've talked about all of that, but sometimes I just settled, because wetin mango do? Like, what will I do? Like, I just settled and like, I'm gonna be alright. I'm not gonna die. Like, people probably have, I'm probably not the only one eating non-organic food produce, so I'm gonna be alright, okay? Also, this organic and non-organic thing applies to like other countries, Canada. I'm not sure about the UK. I think UK practices more organic type of farming, but I know they will still have non-organic food produce. So wherever you are, this video is very important for you, okay? What is the difference between organic and non-organic food? Number one, at the very core of it, they look very similar. It doesn't look like there's any difference. In order for a food to be labeled organic, the United States Department of Agriculture has to verify the growing practices, approve all production methods, and certify them, give them a license to be tagged organic food produce. So there are usually fewer drugs that go into it, fewer pesticides, fewer multi-level drug resistant bacteria, and no genetically modified organisms or foods in organic produce. So basically, you ask, what are the positives? Like, why should I sell for like organic food? If I'm in the US, if I'm in Canada, whatever country you are, why should you settle? Here is why. You're eating foods in season. And if a food is not in season, such as apples, like, so for example, during winter time, you're going to see less apples in the store, but you're going to see more non-organic produce, like more non-organic apples in the store. So that's the thing, you eat foods in season, the prices, I was talking positives. Positives are eating foods, right foods in season, less bacteria, less hormones, less pesticides, and they are well regulated as well. But what are the negatives of organic foods? They're overpriced. They're like 47% higher than the non-organic produce. Let's look at what is actually wrong with non-organic food. If you're scared of non-organic, because I think we all know a thing about organic food, but let's talk about what is actually wrong with non-organic food produce. Number one, the biggest thing that's wrong about them is there's tendency for high level of pesticides, high level of hormones, like they've injected all sorts. Like, you know how I was saying that my turkey probably was grown in an incubator overnight? That's the type of thing that there's tendency for you to eat more meat that were just grown overnight, like literally, you know. Look at our chicken back home. You cannot compare it to like the non-organic chicken here at your regular. So there's tendency for, like, you know, foods may be coming from conditions that are not well regulated. That is for the non-organic. These are the negative side effects. So we've talked about genetical hormones, excess use of antibiotics, less regulation, pesticides, and all of that. But what are the positives? Why should you settle for organic food? Like, what are some of the positives? Some of the positives could be more value for your dollar. If you're a student and you just moved here, I'm sure you want to save costs, so you're gonna want to eat some non-organic food for a while. Like, just gotta wash them up and, you know, wash out pesticides and just consume. More value for your dollar. All foods are available in season. I will show free, like, everything is available. You cannot look for food. That's supposed to be a bad thing, but also a good thing. But then again, the thing about it, what are the positives? Actually, they have the same nutrients. Organic and non-organic, they all have the same nutrients. I'm still researching, but right now, based on research I've done, there is no research showing that organic foods might have more nutrients than non-organic food. But hey, I may be wrong, but this is the research that I've done. There's no concrete research showing that there's more nutrients that surpasses the non-organic one. So my advice to you, if you're traveling abroad, if you're new here, if you're still trying to decide, or if you need answers regarding this organic and this wahala, your answer is the farmers market. Okay, guys, everyone should have a local farmers market. Everyone should have a local farmers market. The thing about farmers markets is that they're cheaper, their produce are more organically grown, there's tendency for them to use less pesticides because they're trying to grow things the cheap way, so they cannot afford that, and they cannot even afford the organic certification. Hence, you just go to your local farmers market to get this product. The certification to be organic, for their product to be certified organic, is probably really expensive, and that's why they're not certified. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Go to your farmers market and go and buy your goat's meat, go and buy your fish, go and buy whatsoever. If you follow any like food and fitness, like lifestyle, all those people, you notice that most of them actually go to farmers market to go and get their produce, because what? It's cheaper. But do I always go to farmers market? I would say like I can count how many times I've been to farmers market to get my produce. But I think it's something that I should actually look out for here in Texas. So wherever you are, just start looking out for your farmers market if you really think that the idea of organic food is just, or non-organic food is outrageous and you cannot, like, you don't have any patience. Just look for farmers market. On a second note, you might want to start ikubo. On a second note, you might want to start growing your own food. So I want to, if you live in an apartment, sorry for you. But if you have a house, you might want to start growing some things, you know. But if you can, I cannot stress my life. I'm a baby girl. I cannot be growing. You might want to become a farmer. You know, in California, a fun fact I learned about California is that most people have farms, so they grow their own thing. So like, if you have, not that they have farm, they always have like a backyard and like a mini farm where they grow like the products, the produce they use. You can start rearing animals. You can start rearing your own cow and chicken, you know, if you're up for that, and fish ponds, tilapia fish, fish farming. But I ain't got time for that. But I mean, it's a good business idea. Like, might want to consider that. What are the takeaway? What should you take home from this if you haven't taken anything home from this? Honestly, last, the truth is, have 3 to 5 servings of fruit in a day. Period. 3 to 5 servings of fruit in a day. If you buy, whether you buy organic or non-organic. But let me tell you, if buying expensive organic food will make you take only 1 fruit a day, then that is not even a good health goal. That is not even like a good goal for you. So better be buying, just would buy the non-organic one if you think you're going to reduce your fruits and vegetables intake. Okay, it is nearly impossible to reduce pesticides exposure to 0. So there you go, your organic and non-organic questions are answered. Okay, period. So if you want to be extreme, like if you really want to be extreme in, like, if you really have a problem with this organic food, there's actually a list. According to my research, there are some fruits and vegetables that are known to have high levels of pesticides and fertilizers. So if you want to choose a few things to buy organic and some things to buy non-organic, you can actually go by this list. So the Environmental Working Group releases a list every year of 12 foods containing high level of pesticides and 15 that are lowest in pesticides. And I heard that, like, based on my research, like in 2017, some of the fruits that were high in pesticides are like strawberries. Fruits and vegetables are strawberries, spinach, nectarines, apples, and peaches. Those were the ones that are recorded with high level of pesticides. If you've made it to the end of this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share with a friend who just moved or who is struggling to understand the difference between organic and non-organic foods. And if you have more tips that would help people understand this, please feel free to share in the comment section. If you have questions for me. Thanks guys, and I love you. And guess what, you guys, it's fall, so I'm looking all fallish. I'm looking all fallish. I'm looking all fall. Hey. Okay guys, bye.